Who remembers the BJ and Bill show all those years ago on WOLZ? Well, many have said they missed the show, and guess what? They're back. Welcome to the BJ and Bill podcast.
Welcome to BJ and Bill, the podcast, a part of the Podcast Playground Network. Please give us that 5-star review and subscribe on your preferred podcast platform. Plus, follow us on Facebook, BJ and Bill, the podcast, and you can always email us, BJ and Bill, the podcast, at gmail.com, as we welcome you to episode 180, my friends. Can you believe it?
Wow.
But I got to admit, I'm excited for episode 181. Oh, man, I am like just, woo!
Charged up. No, yes, me too. That's, well, I was going to say 1 week from today, but that's not true because actually we're going to do the show live No, we're not doing the show live on the day. That's kind of weird. So anyway.
Well, our regular record day, we're doing it live.
Yes. Normally we record on a Monday, which is today as we record this, and the show comes out on Wednesday. However, next Monday, no recording. We're just going to do the show live. Wow.
Right.
I know.
We're going to put it up so everybody can hear.
Yes.
But,
yes.
And I think after talking to our producer, engineer, and everything else.
And your son.
I think we're going to be able to probably put it on either, Facebook or maybe YouTube because he has a YouTube channel. So, but
yeah,
I'm going to throw it on the BJ and Bill Facebook for sure. So make sure you find that BJ and Bill, the podcast Facebook page.
Right.
Because I'm 99.8%. We've always got, you can always have technical difficulties, people.
Yes. Yes.
But you might want to be checking out the page on next Monday. And I'm going to say around 2:00.
Yes.
Because, Monday the 23rd, I should say, because you can listen to this podcast at any time.
Right.
But
and
Monday,
you might be listening a year from now and go, what the hell are these guys talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. So Monday the 23rd, 2026.
Yes.
Around 2:00, we'll be going hopefully live on Facebook, recording the show live at Mel's Diner in Fort Myers. And I'm kind of watching Facebook and things like that.
Yeah.
You never know, but we can either have like a half a dozen people there to watch this, or we could fill the entire Mel's Diner.
Oh, really? You're thinking we could get a crowd? I'm not really. I'm just thinking it'll just be us in the corner doing what we usually do.
But when I go to a comedy club,
right?
I've worked at comedy clubs that hold even more than Mel's Diner as the headliner.
Sure,
and have filled the room. Now I know I'm like
it was 20 years ago, but yes.
I'm thinking a little, I'm thinking big.
Good. I like thinking big. I like that a lot. Absolutely, positively. So yes, that's terrific. Yes, I've heard from one person who is definitely going to be there because they have BJ Odom's book and need to get it signed. So I know we'll have an audience of at least one. I don't know if it'll be for the whole hour, but you never know.
Hey, we'll have at least two. My son will be there all day because he's our audio
producer.
Engineer. Producer, whatever you want to call him. Producer.
Yeah. So there you go. We'll have a couple. And then, like you said, Manager Bill, we got to get him to sit down with us for a couple of minutes, if nothing else, just to catch up.
Yeah.
Just to hear what he's been up to.
And I'm going to guess, let's take a wild guess. I think Ted Fitzgeorge may show up.
You think?
and if he sees that we have 3 microphones set up and one of them is
open. Yeah, I know. I'm a little concerned about that. We may have to pry him away to have another guest be able to sit down. But it's okay. We love you. We do. We love you. And we look forward to seeing you. Just be aware that we'll have more than one guest for the hour.
Maybe.
No, BJ, we will have more than one guest for an hour. So that's cool. No, it's awesome. It's awesome. So yes, if you're in Southwest Florida, still, after all these years, A, congratulations, and B, stop by Mel's Diner at, Page Field and say hi.
You know what I should say? No, I don't know. Whoever comes the furthest I might just give him a free book.
All the way from North Fort Myers or something like
No,
that.
there,
I know what you're saying.
there are
I know what you're
people
saying.
that listen to this podcast across the United States.
Well, yours truly is coming from Gainesville, so yeah, about 250 miles. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so I guess you get the free book if no one comes any further, maybe.
There you go. Well, we'll see what happens. It's okay. It's all right. It's all good. So yeah, really, that's awesome.
Now,
That's awesome.
I've just got to ask, because you texted me a few times.
Yes.
Were you actually watching the race at all because there was no football, nothing exciting on Sunday? Or were you just saying, hey, are you watching the race?
No, oh, that's not true. No, don't do that. I actually did watch. I didn't watch it all. I will admit I flipped back and forth between the Olympics, but the Olympics, honest to God, last night I'm watching it and I'm like, I've seen this before. They're rerunning some of the ice skating stuff, and I don't know why the hell they would do that when there's exciting stuff like curling on. We have a big argument in this house over curling. But so anyway, to answer your question, no, I absolutely did positively watch a good chunk of the race, including the last 20 or 30 laps. Yes. So yeah.
Did you like that finish?
Well, I mean, it's like most finishes. I mean, I'm not a racing expert like you, but to me, it seemed like we're just trying to hang in there and just trying not to crash for the first 400 and, I mean, how many? It's 500 miles. For the first 475 miles.
Yeah,
200
200 laps.
200 laps. So for the first 197 laps, we're just trying not to crash. And then in the last 3 laps, it's look out below, because we're just stepping on the gas and seeing what happens. And there's cars going everywhere. And there's, there come a couple of little, I mean, thankfully, no big wreck, but a couple of little ones that sorted things out. And there you go. Now you got a winner.
Now, see, of course, he did finish 4th, but one of my favorite, because I have a few favorite drivers.
Right.
But one of my favorite drivers I thought was going to win. And even my wife, who knows that I'm a big fan of Chase Elliott, was going, let's go, Chase, let's go. And then, of course, he gets banged into, in the 4th turn,
right,
going into the final few feet, and wipes out.
Yeah.
But he still got 4th out of the deal, so that was good.
40 years ago, my father had a great line about watching basketball, which is you can watch the last 5 minutes of any game and you'll see everything you need to know. I'm for better or worse, don't hate the messenger. I'm kind of like that with auto racing, with NASCAR. You can watch the last 5 minutes of a NASCAR, 10 minutes, and see everything you need to know. Because up to then, I mean, what are you doing? You're just hanging around looking for a crash.
But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give Bill Stevens just a little lesson in racing.
Teach me, mister.
There's so much more involved if you really follow the sport.
Yes.
The mileage, it's when to pit. You've
right.
actually got a team. You've got somebody that has to take the tires off, put the tires on, hand the tire and all those people have to be in sync, because you can have a bad pit stop.
Yep.
And that can keep you from winning a race that maybe you are like just a hair from winning until you get out there again. And then a bad pit stop, or and it did happen to one of the drivers on the final lap. They ran out of fuel.
Yes. I saw somebody being pushed. Yes. That was the first. That was a first for me. A teammate pushing their guy into the pit row. Yes, I saw that. And so I'll say 2 things. I agree with you about the pit stop thing. And it was interesting yesterday. And I don't know if they've done this, it might've just been the first time I saw it. I don't know if they've done it before, but they introduced the pit crew like they do on football games, where they'll go through picture guy by guy. And it's like, Bill Stevens, Cleveland, Ohio, tire man, and I thought that was cool. That was very cool that they introduced. And like one guy was a former pro baseball player, and one guy,
these guys are athletes.
Yeah. So Very cool. Now, so that was the first cool thing I saw. The second cool thing, which I hadn't noticed before, but again, I don't watch a lot of racing, is that they made a big point out of saying the manufacturers, the brand names. So it was oh, look, you got 3 Toyotas chasing 3 Fords, chasing 4 Chevys. And I'm like, I never thought of that before, but yeah, you kind of have the same, again, it's a team thing, kind of. Yeah.
And also, when you're looking at Daytona, it's a restrictor plate race, which means you can bump the guy in front of you to move him farther forward. And, like on a lot of races, you can do a little bumping, but the restrictor races, I mean, pushing has a lot to do with who's up front.
Really?
You can have somebody, if you have a good pusher and you can be towards the back of the pack,
right.
And that good pusher can push you all the way to the front of the pack. Now, what got me very, very upset, and there are fines sometimes thrown in NASCAR, and I think there should, and I don't think there will be, but I think there should be some kind of fine, because in the third stage of the race,
right,
3 Toyotas were up front. They slowed down to save on gas mileage. So everyone was basically bottlenecked behind them.
The rolling roadblock, as we call it when you're driving up I-75.
Yes.
Yes.
And so I think there should be a penalty thrown, because at least a third, if not more, I don't know. There was a lot of that third stage.
Interesting.
That I think really ticked me off. But if the guys would have been smart, the ones behind them could have, maybe wrecked them, maybe hit them like kind of on the corner of the back bumper and spun them.
Is that legal?
Well, some cases you kind of accidentally hit somebody.
Accidentally. Oops.
But
oopsies. I wrecked your car. Oops.
But I was thinking, what would somebody just go up there and bump somebody and knock them out? But then, of course, you could take out the whole field, too, because you are going. Even though they were slowed down, they were still going 180 miles an hour.
I don't know the announcers, so apologies for not giving credit where due. However, I laughed out loud where the guy said, they showed him coming down one of the straightaways at 3 across, 6 deep or whatever. And he goes, those guys are, he says, at 220 or 230 miles an hour, those guys are traveling closer than you parked your car last night.
I heard that too.
I'm like, that is awesome and true. It's like, oh my God. So yeah, very cool. It was again, so I watched, and thankfully now here in Florida, if you weren't in Florida like us last night, yesterday afternoon, they moved the race up an hour, which was smart. Because by the end, I don't know about you, but by the third stage of the race, it was pouring down rain here in Gainesville. I don't think they ever got it in Daytona, but maybe later in the night. So they that was a smart move, moving just in case kind of a thing.
Well, I was watching a newscast on one of the local stations here in Orlando that was at the racetrack and had a reporter there. And he was standing in the rain talking about the race prior to him standing in the rain.
Yeah. So obviously good call to move the race up and avoid the rain delay. So there you go. So there you go.
Yeah, good. It was a pretty, except for that little, and that's another thing about racing that you can get. And they've changed it like a few years back, the stage racing. Because you get the first 10 drivers, like if you're the first driver across at the end of a stage, 10 points.
Right.
If you're second, 9 points. Right. All the way down to 10th gets 1 point. So at the end of the year, the champions are really kind of, nailed down who has the most points. So you see more aggressive racing at the end of the stages. And of course, even more points awarded at the end of the race. So that's when all the aggressiveness really kicks into high gear. End of stages and end of the race.
So okay, so you just taught me something there, because I was kind of like watching that and I had heard the stages thing in the past, but I never knew really what it meant. So basically, they're breaking this 500-mile race down into 3 chunks. And at the end of each chunk, you get points based on your position there.
Right.
And they actually did they actually take a break? Did they actually
Well, they'll throw a yellow flag, and then the guy, unless it's a road course. If it's a road course, they don't
do that.
They don't throw the yellow flag unless somebody wrecks.
Right.
But then
it's a yellow flag at Daytona, and then everybody can come in, get gas and tires, and have a Snickers bar, and then be back out on it.
Yeah, and
cool.
Tune up. Maybe you want to change some of your settings and things like that for a little bit more. Yeah, you're starting to get it, Bill.
Great. I look forward to learning more.
Now,
so that's it. I hope everybody enjoyed the race yesterday, like BJ Odom did. So there you go.
Before we take a break,
yes,
I can personally, and I'm stealing this from somebody else, but I think that the GOAT, the GOAT talk, it's over now. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. He has got more championships than LeBron James because his driver, Tyler Reddick, won the race. So in the winner's circle, there was Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was there in the winner's circle with his driver.
Cool.
Congratulating him on his win for the Daytona 500. So LeBron James, let me see you have a NASCAR winner, and then we'll put you back in the GOAT category.
Wow. I did. So MJ skipped the NBA All-Star game, which was going on Sunday night as well, to be with his race car team. That tells you all you need to know right there.
Now he's got he had 4 cars in the race.
Wow.
And he owns a team with Denny Hamlin, one of my favorite drivers also.
Wow. I did not know that. Boy, I'm learning so much today. It's just awesome.
See, every Sunday you're going to be like, oh man, there's another race. Come on, dear, turn on the TV. We got to watch this race.
I don't think I'm there yet, but anything's possible. You can always teach an old dog new tricks.
Now, I think you have told me that your new lady friend is kind of, Southern born, kind of has that Southern blood in her.
Oh, very much.
So is she a NASCAR fan? Because that's a lot of Southern people are into NASCAR.
I'll have to check on that. I don't unless they do it in Tallahassee somewhere, in Tallahassee, Florida, not Alabama. But no, I don't know that. I'll get back to you on that. We'll let you know.
I wouldn't doubt somewhere in the Tallahassee area, there's a good old short track that has stock cars.
Yep.
And if she grew up as a Southern girl,
maybe
I'm betting you that she was on a Saturday or Sunday night at the local track rooting on somebody.
That's here, you're talking Gainesville, Gator Nationals and racing all the time here. So yes, it's a big deal.
And Bubba Raceway.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's, I can't answer for Tallahassee, but I know what's going on here. All right. Let's take a quick break. Racing. Look at us. We've made the transition from football to racing. That's awesome. Nobody cares.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
I'm sorry. BJ cares a lot, but we'll see what happens. All right, everybody, hang on. We'll be right back. Slurp of that coffee, and everything is right with the world this morning. So there you go. So anyway, you had before the show this morning, he's texting me. BJ is texting me last night and today, and he had a doctor appointment by Zoom call. Is that a thing now?
Here's what it was. Before you have, I guess nowadays, before you have a surgery, or a major procedure, you have like some nurse calls you and say, stop this medicine a day before, this is, if you take your shower, don't put on any lotions or perfume. Like, I'm going to wear perfume.
Right.
But you have this call, and then, she kind of explains the procedure, asks you the meds you're taking, goes over your medical history. Well, basically, I've had I bet you I've had over 50 to 60 heart casts in my life.
Right.
So it's not like it's my first rodeo.
Right.
So she calls me and we went through the medicine. Obviously, I know she's going to do that. But I said, I was just in the emergency room like less than 2 weeks ago.
Right.
And they have all my meds. So all the meds you have there, they're all right at the moment. But she still had to go through them. And then she says, we got to the end, when I first got the call, he says, well, you need to block off an hour. And I'm thinking, block off an hour? What's this?
Honey, you don't know that. You're talking to a professional.
I am no rookie, because maybe like if you were going to have a heart cath, Bill Stevens, you might have a load of questions for this young lady.
Yeah, like, what the hell?
And I said, and she goes, well, do you have any questions? And I go, I've had so many of these. I can explain it to you if you want me to.
Right.
She got a big kick out of that. And she goes, yeah, I see your medical history. You probably could. So, So it was a phone call that was supposed to last anywhere up to an hour.
Okay.
And when they told me that, I go, it lasted less than 10 minutes.
Good. Okay, good. Glad to hear it. So it's all in advance of something that you've done so many times that it's like it's like we don't even, it's not even hardly a bump in the road anymore for you.
Yeah, it's just like, I got to show up. Monday, we're doing the live show. Friday, I'm getting a heart cath. It's all as simple as that.
Wow. At Tampa General?
The scariest part between Monday and Friday for me?
Next week, no.
Got to get my taxes done. That's the scariest part for me.
You just, obviously your problem is, BJ Odom, you make too much money. If you don't make enough money like yours truly, you don't even have to. I haven't filed taxes in 3 years. And I'm not saying that, I'm not telling you I'm breaking any law, because I'm not. If you don't make enough money, there's a threshold where, as a senior with a certain amount of income, there's a number that you don't have to file. And I don't. Thank you very much. See you next year.
For an old fart.
You or me?
Me. I still do voice work.
Mm-hmm.
That's income in.
Sure.
I still do, two podcasts. So a little money coming in there, like you.
Yep.
Then I wrote a book.
Yeah.
Have that money coming in.
Not to mention the expenses of paying for the author.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't make a lot of money, but I have so many different little projects going on.
Right.
So I have different write-offs. That's what makes doing my tax. You know what? Probably doing my taxes will be almost as much as my taxes. But, I have all this stuff going on, and
I know.
You want as much write-off as you can.
Of course.
And I do have some medical expenses.
You think?
And of course, both the wife and I go to Tampa. And I didn't even know this till last year. My tax guy says, you can write your mileage off for when you take trips to Tampa for you and your wife. And I go,
you didn't know that?
Well, I wasn't doing it in the past. So
okay.
I sure as hell am now, though.
I think I knew that. Yeah. Electric car. Hello. I think you get a pretty good chunk of, 50 cents a mile, 75 cents a mile?
I don't know what it is.
I don't either, but it's like, for somebody with an electric car who's not paying for gasoline, that's a nice little profit source there.
And then, I've got a couple, retirement accounts.
Right.
And that, so yeah, I don't make a lot of money.
Right.
But I got a lot of crap that comes in that makes the little bit of money, if that makes any sense.
And it all adds up. We know it all adds up.
Well, what it is, by the time you get it all set and ready, and then you take it to the man, to figure it all out.
Right.
Like I said, my bill anymore is more than I pay in taxes. That's what really sucks. But
yeah, no, I get it. I do. I get it. So I hear you.
But I got a guy in Fort Myers that takes care of me.
I got a guy. Everybody says
I got a guy.
I got a guy.
I got a guy.
Everybody says that.
I got a woman too, but I don't know. That's a little different.
I don't want to know. But yeah, I hear you. Good. Awesome. To everybody doing taxes, God bless you. Although I've seen this on Twitter X more times now than I can imagine. And even love him or hate him, and I ain't taking sides, love him or hate him, even our dear president has said, if we could get a handle on the fraud, the waste, and the abuse of this government, nobody would ever have to pay taxes again. We got plenty of money. It's just billions are going out the window for nothing. So
yeah,
that I'm
now
raising my hand going, count me in.
Now, let me ask you this, Bill Stevens, and this isn't really political, I guess maybe it is in a way. But now, of course, probably you said you haven't, filed and you've done it not filed legally.
Legally.
So you probably would be against what I am about to propose.
I hear what's coming, but go ahead.
I would like to see, of course, I would have liked to seen it years and years ago.
Yes.
That instead of, like a percentage of your money going to the tax,
right,
you have a national, just like you have a state sales tax,
yep.
You have a national sales tax.
Yep.
And that means the guy that is out selling all the hardcore drugs and everything, but still he drives a Cadillac Supreme or BMW.
I hear you.
He's going to be paying taxes.
Instead
of going in and just throwing cash down.
Yes.
He's going to be paying.
I get it. I'm thinking like, Mark Zuckerberg's next $1 billion yacht. That's a pretty good chunk of change, and he ain't paying that.
Yeah.
Well, the company, I'm sure his company is or something like that. But anyway, yes, I've not done a lot of research on it, so I couldn't tell you if there's if there's real live pros and cons to it. But on the face of it, it sure sounds like a good idea. It just does.
I've thought this for a long time. I don't know who the first. I think it was Ross Perot might have been talking about that way back when he ran. And I go, man, what an ingenious idea.
Right. And if you're old enough to know who Ross Perot is, we can be friends, as they say. So, yeah. Yeah, no, you're right, though. You are absolutely right. And the problem, the challenge, the issue, call it what you will, is that here's my conspiracy theory side coming out, and boy, I have a big one. It's not about the money. It's about the control. It's like we can tweak the tax code so that people do certain things the way we want them to do, like buy a house versus rent. Oh, you get a tax deduction on your mortgage. You don't get a tax deduction on your rent payment. Guess what? More people are going to buy houses. That we want that as a country. Now, is that a good decision or a bad decision? I don't know, but that's the way things work, right? We give you certain deductions on your business. I'm sure your son, who, is a smart business guy, has his tax guy is earning his money, I'm sure, for all the deductions and stuff he's getting for his business. Good for him. Play the game, play the rule, according to the play it according to the rules, but play it to the best of your ability.
Yes.
Get it.
Well, that's what I've always done. That's why I say, I've
Sure.
got all these. I used to have a DJ business. I used to have a comedy bit.
Right.
And I talked to comics that said, I never filed any of that money. But you know what? One of them got nailed one time.
Mm-hmm.
And so the amount that he had to pay for getting nailed was much more than, if you would have just done what you needed to do.
I understand completely. I do. And like I said, if you're going to play the game, play it by the rules, but play it to all the rules. So yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I've been on a kick. One of my YouTube financial guys that I've been watching for a year now is on this real kick about stop spending money. Buy assets that pay you. Buy real estate. No worries. Because guess what? You own $1 million worth of apartment buildings. People pay you to live in them. And then you go to the bank and say, I got $1 million property. And they'll say, we're happy to lend you against that collateral. And guess what? It's a loan. There's no taxes on the loan.
Now,
hello? What?
Now my wife is still wholeheartedly own your own home.
Okay. Yeah. I get
But
it.
as I've gotten older and I've been around the block and things are getting more expensive, I'm saying rent.
At our age and our stage of life, for me, it makes perfect sense. People ask me that, not you, our friend Vicky Wagner and Rick, her husband, they ask me that all the time. My dad even used to say that. Why don't you just buy a house, whatever? And I'm like, in Florida, have you seen the insurance costs in Florida that I'm not paying living in this apartment?
That's what I'm telling my wife. By the time you pay your insurance, your taxes,
property taxes,
and we just well, maybe we'll take a break here in a few minutes, our
Right.
halfway break, and I'll go into another story. But let's just say you have an appliance that goes out, or you have a thermostat that goes out, or you have something else go out. At least, but then my wife says, yeah, but call a landlord. And sometimes I'll go, oh, I'll get to it when I get to it.
I understand.
But
I
I'm
understand.
saying,
And you call a repairman and he says, I ain't coming on a Sunday.
yeah. So I mean, there's a lot. Yeah, I have switched over to telling my wife we should just rent something. We could take the money and the equity that we have in our home and sell this home,
Right.
put the money in the bank, make
Right.
a few little interest dollars, and just, pay our rent. And we're still going to have money left over when we kick the bucket.
There you go.
Unless we
There
live
you
for
go.
another 20 years, which anybody
BJ
betting
Odom's
on that?
BJ Odom's only counting on the next 18 months, so I get it. But all right, that's funny. But yes, play the game, play it according to the rules, whatever the rules are at the moment, because they change every year. But play it to win. I mean, honestly. Yeah, boy, we're going on off on a whole nother tangent here. All right, no worries. All right.
Now, like I said,
Yes.
I have another story coming up. And in fact, we could be interrupted at any time here because I have a delivery coming, and I'll tell you exactly what that delivery is. Oh, my wife got such a great Valentine's Day present.
We'll talk about all of that when we come back in just a moment. Welcome back. This is BJ and Bill, the podcast. I'm Bill Stevens. That's BJ Odom. And we didn't mention early on in the show, but by golly, as we always say, if you are enjoying this podcast, please feel free to leave that 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube Music, you name it. We're on all of them. And they all give you the option to leave a review. And we would love that 5-star review if you'd like to leave it. If you want to get in touch with the show, as we did mention, swing on over to the Facebook page. Just do a search on Facebook for BJ and Bill, the podcast. You could make it a favorite, and then you could stop by anytime. Leave whatever. Leave your joke of the week or your question or your favorite AI-powered meme. BJ's getting into that.
Oh, I am really getting into it. Did you see my post from today on my page?
Today? No, I saw the other one. I saw one on Instagram, and I showed it to my friend, and she goes, "That's a good picture of you." I'm like, "Yeah, it's AI." So anyway, yeah, that's interesting. So anyway, leave that 5-star review, stop by, say hi, and especially coming up if you're listening to this week, Monday live in Fort Myers. We'll tell you more about that on the Facebook page as we go. So there you go. It's all good.
Yeah, what it was today, as we say, we record on Mondays.
Yes.
It's President's Day.
Yes, it is.
So you've got a
market's
picture
closed, etc. Yeah.
You've got a picture of me in a suit and tie in front of the presidential seal.
Wow.
Going, hey, it's President's Day. Happy President's Day. That was my AI of the day.
In a suit.
I'm getting into this AI stuff. over the weekend, yesterday we had the Daytona 500.
Yes.
I had me in a race suit with a bunch of drivers around me. Although I looked at some of the pictures of some of the drivers and I know who they were trying to.
Right.
And they didn't look nothing like.
Oh, really?
I
saw that one. I saw that one. I kind of went, wow, that's really. But see, I don't know the drivers well enough to know that if that was a good representation of them or not. But it was BJ Odom doing this selfie in front of 8 drivers, himself included. And
I had a race suit
picture.
on. Yeah, I had a race suit on too.
It was a great picture. It really was. Somebody, one of the internet marketing gurus I follow, sent out several AI prompts just for fun, and they're all the Olympic ones. You upload a picture, and it puts you on the body of a skater or of a snowboarder or of a whatever in the middle of the routine, kind of a thing. So I'm gonna have to do some of those just for fun. Cool.
It's fun. Whether it's going to take over the world and kill us all and take all our jobs or not, it's fun to play with.
And there you go. It's keeping BJ Odom amused while it silently plots taking over the world. It's perfect. That is exactly the system as it is designed. So there you go.
And as I said over the break, don't be, surprised if all of a sudden you hear a knock at the door or something. I'm expecting a delivery.
And are you going to share with us what that delivery is, or is it a surprise?
Okay, I thought we lived in this place for 2 years. My wife has informed me it's now 3 in January, so it would have been 3 years. So our washer is 3 years old. I mean, our washer and our dryer.
Yes.
Our dryer goes out.
After 3 years?
Yep. It was the motherboard.
Dryer has a motherboard. Great.
Everything has a computer nowadays.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
The dogs are barking. The wife's going through going towards the door. I got a feeling
that
it's time for the new dryer to arrive.
So you're getting a whole new dryer.
Because the gentleman who came to work on our our dryer.
Yes.
Said, I can fix this. But in all honesty, it's going to cost you about a little over $500, as much as basically a new dryer would cost.
Wow.
So guess what?
You're getting a new dryer.
And I think, is this the guy now trying to decide how? Oh, it's my daughter, because she has President's Day off.
School teacher. Yes, good for her.
Yeah, so she has the day off today.
Awesome.
So she stopped by and I think brought her mother something from Starbucks and some food, possibly.
Very nice. Very nice.
She brought me something too.
I hope so too. So this is our apartment, by the way. Our apartment complex had a Valentine's Day breakfast on Friday at 7 a.m. And I'm like, I am not getting up. I don't care what it is. I'm not getting up at 7 a.m. on a Friday to go have breakfast. And then I went and I collected the mail at about 10 or 11 a.m. And I stopped in the office and I said, I'm sorry, I missed breakfast. She goes, oh, there might be more stuff still down there. So I ran down to the apartment little clubhouse that we have. And by golly, there were still some bagels from Panera and some cream cheese. And so I scarfed up a few of those and brought them home and we shared them here at the house. So it was all good.
All right. Now, you know me. If I never woke up at 7 o'clock, somebody said, there's a free breakfast at 7 for Valentine's Day today, I would get my ass out of bed and I would be down there at 7 o'clock because why?
Free food.
Free.
Free food. I get it. I do. So anyway, back to this washer and dryer thing. Honest to God, it has a motherboard. It went bad. Time for I have seen that post on X so many times that it's like, stop putting damn computers in my appliances. Can we just make them work for 10 or 20 years like the old ones did?
Yeah, like they used to.
Exactly. And some people even post, it's like, I will go out of my way to buy one that does not have a computer in it. Because I don't need my dryer texting me at 2:30 a.m. to tell me that my laundry is done.
Right. Well, I did buy and that was another $138 though, but I did buy the 4-year warranty. So at least now I got 4 years. So if the motherboard goes out in 2,
you get another one.
I get it fixed. Yeah. Or get a new one.
Wow.
They probably give me a new one because the guy said that's what they do with these appliances. They now make them, if they go out, it's going to cost you pretty much just what it's cost for a new one. So that's what they want you to do.
And yes. Everything in the world is like that. Nothing except for your car, and even that's a little shaky, nothing's worth fixing anymore. Nothing is worth repairing. Throw it away, buy a new one. Yeah. And that's yet another one of those things that the economy is engineered that way. It's built that way. So yeah, I get it.
I'm not very happy about it, but this actually went out about 4, 5, 6, 7 days ago.
So you have wet laundry piling up all over.
I don't have wet laundry, but put it this way, I'm running out of underwear.
I hear that. I do.
I took a shower this morning and I think, these are the last ones. Better get here today. So you're getting a whole brand new one. Where's it, like what, Lowe's, Home Depot? Where's it coming from? No, we went to Appliances Direct. Oh, if you live here in Orlando, you've seen the little guy that comes on. We're gonna save. It's like the Billy Versillo of dryers and refrigerators and everything else.
Great.
It's like everything's slashed,
Yeah,
scratch
yeah.
and dent.
I know.
As soon as I walked in, I go, I want to look at dryers. I want to look at ones that have been scratched and dented.
Scratched and dented. Not just scratched or dented, scratched and dented. So, if I may, what did this new dryer cost you? I'm just curious about. See, here we go. This is something I'll never worry about as a renter.
Yeah.
You're an owner. You're worried about it. How much is this costing you?
Well, the dryer itself
Oh, he's gonna lay it all out for us.
was like only $550.
$550.
Not bad.
I don't know. I've not priced dryers in a while.
Yeah, because some of them were like up to $1,000.
I guess again, I don't need my dryer sending me a text message that my clothes are done.
But and I got one. I got one with the old one. You need the plug. You know, the three prong. They go, well, it could be a 3 or 4, so the dryers don't come with a plug. You have to buy a plug.
Seriously.
And then, you know, you got that little tinfoil thing that goes from the dryer into the
exhaust
vent.
vent. Yes, I know. Yes.
You got to buy a new one of those too, you know.
This is blowing my mind. I didn't know
what's
any of
wrong
this.
with the one that's only like 3 years old? Just
no.
because the motherboard went out, why do
Right.
I need a new vent?
Right.
So then I, put on the 4-year warranty. Thing ended up being a little over $800, almost $900, between $800 and $900.
Unreal. Unreal.
I'd like to be able to write that off on taxes.
Unknown.
Can you? I hadn't thought of
doubt
that. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. But yeah, see here, $900. There we go for a dryer that's going to last you a couple, 3 years. I get it.
At least
Whatever.
4 now because I got the damn.
Oh, you got the warranty. Yeah, I get it. I just.
I may take out the motherboard at 3.5 years just so I can get a new one.
That's a good idea. That's a really good idea. Wait a minute.
How do we short circuit the motherboard?
3 years, 11 months, and 10 days. Get in there and start mucking things up. No, I think that's. See, there we go. This is what's wrong with appliances. Everything's made to just be thrown. Everything, throw it away.
And that's the way with computers, iPads, cell phones.
Absolutely.
And now, and then of course, the wonderful people at Apple, which we love so much. I don't care if you get a new Apple Watch. I don't care if you get a new Apple phone. Oh, well, the plug is different now. You need to get this new plug to charge you. Sons of a bitches.
I get it. Now, however, I will give a small bit of credit where credit is due, and that is Apple does have a trade-in program so that when it's time for the new computer or Mac or laptop or iPad or whatever, they will be glad to give you not a ton of money, but hey, everything helps when you're buying that expensive Apple hardware. A couple of bucks for your old one, and they send you the box. It costs you nothing. You box it up, you send it back, and you get credit for it. So, yay.
I'm ready to just go back to an old typewriter.
Typewriter, yeah, you can't type, BJ. It's okay. I can type. You can't type, but it's all right. I get it. But the problem is not the problem. What would you use a typewriter for? Because I know you don't, and it's not that you're unusual. You're not. Nobody types on a computer anymore. Nobody. What are you, like, writing the great American novel? No, you are not.
I type on the computer.
You have a keyboard. Yes, you do. And like everybody else, you use it to play games, to surf the internet, and to watch cat videos. And
I don't play games.
You don't play games?
No, I'm terrible at games. The only game I play Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go or whatever the hell it is.
What is with these Pokemon commercials? Speaking of which, it started on the Super Bowl. It's the same commercial. We've seen it every time with what's her name, with Lady Gaga and I forget the other guys, but do I care? Who is this commercial for? What is it? Why are they spending money? What is their message? Pokemon.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a Pokemon commercial.
Oh man, damn! I missed it.
You've seen it. Trust me, you've seen it, but it has gone in one eye and out the other because it doesn't register for people our age. It's like I saw that and I'm going, wait a minute, they're selling Pokemons. Why? I don't get it. So I'll send you the YouTube. It's probably on YouTube. I'll send it to you, and you'll go, oh yeah. So I know I don't get it. I just don't get it. So
it's because we're old and out of tune.
We're old and out of tune. Yes, we are. I'm sorry to. Yeah. Speaking of which, can you still to this day? It's a week later now. Can you tell me any good Super Bowl commercial? Can you think of anyone that was good, that was like funny or?
No, because I got this habit. I don't care if I'm watching NASCAR. I don't care if I'm watching football. A commercial comes on, and I hate this habit, but this turns on. And I'll scroll. Oh, anybody like it? Anybody liking my latest AI picture? Oh, there is. Oh, okay.
He's holding
cool.
up his phone. I get it. I do.
And then the race or the football game starts again. I'll set it right down there by my side. I don't know what. It's as bad as this thing. And I remember, back in the 60s and 50s, people would get.
You don't remember back in the 50s, but go ahead.
I was born in the 50s. I remember them. But people would like smoke those cigarettes and then they couldn't stop because they were addicted.
Yes.
This is an addiction, people.
Yes, it is. He's holding up his phone again. And he's 100% right that your phone is. And I don't know anybody that doesn't do that because it's the same in my house. She has her iPad. I have my iPad while we're watching TV. Yes, we are watching TV. But as soon as the commercials come on, or even if a boring part of the TV show comes on or whatever, pick up the iPad, pick up the phone, start scrolling, now I'm on this new word game. I'm a word
Wordle
person.
or whatever?
No, it's just a puzzle where they give you like 10 letters and you got to see how many words you can make out of it and stuff like that. I never got into the Wordle thing. I guess I should check that out. But I thought I should play something that is not quite as mindless as like a solitaire game or something like that. So I got 2 or 3 games that I'm working my way through. So anyway, but yes, you're right. 110%. It is an addiction. 110%.
I hate it. I've even tried. To
put it down. What do you mean you hate it? Put it down.
But I've even put it like on the other side of the room, and I'm sitting there, and maybe a half hour, 40 minutes. Oh my God! Run over there and get the damn thing again. It's like, shoot me out. Shoot me out.
I need another hit. I get it. I do. And again, you're 100% right. I'm interested. I'll be curious to see what happens in some of these countries. I think, didn't Australia start that, or some country said no social media for kids under like 14 or 12 or 14 or something like that? It's really, some places are trying to get serious about it. I don't know how that's going to work, but.
Now, I know there's some schools that have said no phones in school.
I'm sorry, go ahead and finish that.
I was just going to say, some of them, you got these little cupboards or whatever. You put them in there. And then but some of the parents get, well, what if my son, or I need to get a hold of my son or my daughter? Yeah. Too bad.
I mean, look, you, Mom, you didn't have a phone when you went to school. Things turned out okay for you. So there is, I get it. That's, everybody thinks they need to be in touch with everybody all the time. I get it. It's just not true. It's just not that important. As my father used to say when he went to the mailbox every morning, the good news can wait, the bad news won't go away. So yeah, I get it. Put the damn phone down. Now, will it happen? No, it won't happen. But I still think it's important to try to have some rule. And I love that idea of a classroom where no phones. What if the kid has the phone in the classroom, he's not paying attention in the class, period. End of statement. It's just, convince me otherwise. Not going to happen.
Now, going back to our Mel's Diner show coming up on February 23rd at 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
That's Eastern time for those of you flying in for the West Coast.
Oh, yeah. I just want to make sure. Yeah, well, that's right. It's going to be Fort Myers time there.
Yeah, Fort Myers time.
Are you going to bring a pen?
A pen?
Yes.
I have a lot of pens. I have a whole drawer full of pens. I hadn't even thought of it. Why are you asking?
Well, I'm thinking if people are coming up to me wanting me to sign my book,
yes,
they might want your signature right there at the radio part of my book that mentions Bill Stevens.
I thank you. To be 100% honest with you, I have given that zero thought, but I guess I'll bring a pen.
Yeah,
And I'll have to find, what page am I on? What page
I
did it start?
I don't
either.
know. We'll have to look through the book and figure it out.
I remember looking at I had the book in my hands. Vicky, our friend Vicky Wagner, has one. I was dog sitting up there. We went up there for a week. So I've been through the book. I'll be honest with you. I didn't see how I was introduced in the book. It just seems like that they just throw the name out.
Let's just say this.
Oh, here's an explanation.
Because, and I forgot, I forgot most people can ask me questions about the book, and I
know. It's a Christina thing. We know. Yeah.
So I'm talking to Charles, what is it? Runnels of the News Press the other day.
Yes, Charles Runnels, I think it is. Yes.
Yeah. And so, because we're going to put an article about us being at Mel's, about the book, everything.
Sure. Cool.
So he says, how did you and Bill come together? And how come he's so special? Like, even in the book, it says he's your work husband.
Does it really say that? I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Does it say that?
Yeah, you're my work husband.
I guess I'm impressed. Anyway.
Yeah, take that, new lady friend. He's my work husband.
I'm sure she'll say, for work, you can have him. Yeah. Anyway.
So I told him the whole story. I told him the whole story. How
Cool.
I wanted a hot chick, and it's like Bill Stevens. He's a grumpy news guy. What the hell do I want Bill Stevens on a damn morning show with me for? Let him do the news, and he can shut up.
Exactly.
And I said, but then this smart guy named Jim Radford said, let's do it. And he was a genius because there's just something about our chemistry that just,
Right.
and I told him this. I said, in the radio business, they just call it radio magic. And I
There
said, I can't explain it, but the two of us just have this chemistry and radio magic that I have no idea how it happened, no why it happened, but it's there.
There you go.
And
Thank
so, I told him we went on to a couple other stations, but they didn't let us do the BJ and Bill show the way we did the original one.
Right.
And so it never really was as popular, but that show at WOLZ, for some reason, we were, number 135, 54.
Top of the ratings,
for
won the awards.
5 years in a row. Yeah. Yeah.
Did the whole thing.
And now we're doing a podcast.
Not only that, we're up to 180. Holy crap.
Yeah.
It's going to be 4 years pretty soon.
I know.
I think we need to talk to your son about a raise or something here.
Well, he'll be there.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Great. I think that's awesome.
And I think we're gonna.
Good.
I think we're gonna go for lunch on Sunday so we can check out where, and because he's there till 2, Manager Bill. So
On Sunday, on the day before.
So
Cool.
we're gonna go the day before to check it out, find the electricity, find where we're gonna set, check out the internet.
Yeah.
So everything will be all ready for Monday.
Awesome.
Again.
Awesome. I'm walking in, sitting down. Showtime. Let's do this.
Oh, I know
I don't know.
You'll get there a little early so you can eat. Or are you going to try to eat while we're trying to communicate?
No, I'll have lunch before we start. Of course. Of course. Yeah. See if that damn manager makes me pay for it or not. That's funny. That's awesome.
I wonder if he'll make, because that's what Gentry said. Because I said, let's go like 9:00. Maybe you won't be so busy. But yet it is Sunday. But I said, if we go, because he said, let's just go for lunch. I go, yeah, but he'll probably be running his butt off then.
Sunday? Are you kidding? They're busy as hell until 1:00 or 2:00 or something like that. Yeah, it's all the church crowd, the after church crowd comes in.
Yeah, because Manager Bill works till 2. So
yeah. So
we had to at least get there before 2.
There you go.
But he said, we'll go for lunch, Dad.
Yeesh. You're gonna wait in line like everybody else. You don't get a free pass. This isn't like Disney World. You don't get a free pass.
Dang.
I know. It kind of sucks, but hey, it's okay. It's all right. We love them. We've always loved Manager Bill and Mel's Diner, so we wish him nothing but the best. Boy, all these years later, I cannot believe that. I'm going to drive into that town and I'm not going to recognize a thing, am I? And we've talked about this before.
It'll take you an hour just to find Mel's Diner because you won't know where you are half the time.
Unreal. Unbelievable. Wow. I it's going to blow my mind. It really is. It is going to blow my mind what has changed since and of course, I mean, I could do that anywhere in Florida. If you don't go anywhere for 20 years and then you show up again, it's like, yeah, things are a little different here, but especially Fort Myers. So yeah, it's going to be amazing. Going to be amazing.
Well, that does it for me. Unless you got something else you need to talk about.
I'm all good. I'm going to
go see what my daughter brought me. And then,
right. School teacher.
Yeah, she's off
for the day. Did she bring her boyfriend from Cleveland? I look forward to meeting this guy.
No, he didn't come. He's probably working. He probably has to work.
That's right. Today. I'm sorry. SeaWorld's not closed today. SeaWorld is busy today.
Yeah, he's an IT guy. Who knows what could go down today?
SeaWorld is super. Yeah. You know what? At least the motherboard on Shamu will never go out.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It's all good. Keep the sardines coming. Or the whatever they feed him. I don't know what they feed him or her or it. But
I don't think sardines. They're too small.
It would take a truckload. So anyway, all right, good. That's going to do it. So anyway, last plug. If you are in the Fort Myers area or anywhere nearby, Lee, Collier County, wherever, it's worth the drive from anywhere, as they used to say. Mel's Diner, Monday, the 23rd, 2 p.m. Be there.
Gonna be how many live broadcasts do you think we did from Mel's while we were there?
Wow. I mean, not a lot, but probably more than anywhere else.
Oh yeah, because we were there.
We were there
at least once a quarter, I think.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, it'll be great.
Now, my last broadcast at Mel's Diner was not with Bill Stevens.
Really? No, nope. It was with
Super Dave Logan. It was us on, and BJ and Bill never got to be on Fox, but we were on Fox and Friends.
Very cool.
They were talking. Yeah, they were talking. Yeah, they were talking political stuff.
You were on Talking Politics?
Yeah, I was the bad guy. I was, because we were on Fox. I was the Democrat.
You were the loyal opposition.
Great. And Super Dave, he was the conservative. But what was really funny, I will say this, when they talked to me, because there was a big audience there, like it's going to be for our podcast.
Right.
The place was full with, political junkies.
Right.
And so I didn't really get booed, but, no one really cheered, when I talked.
Right.
But they had some other guy come up there that was, like really into politics. I was just kind of like, I wasn't, being as bold as but one guy was like, really, he was straight and narrow Democrat. And man, the audience turned on him. Boo his. And I'm going, I'm glad they didn't do that for me. They still like me.
Remember where you're at, buddy. You're in Florida. Democrats have a tough time in Florida. That's funny. That is funny. All right, everybody. Monday, 23rd, 2 p.m. Mel's Diner. Be there or be square. So we will see you there.
Yeah, right? And if you're really like running behind, listen to this podcast. That was 2026. So if it's after the 23rd, on some other
2026,
year, you're out of luck. You got to be there. It's again February 23rd, 2026.
Somebody shows up at Mel's Diner and they go, that was 2 years ago. You want some breakfast while you're here? Okay, that's funny. Good way to end the show. All right, everybody. We'll see you Monday. If not, have a great week. We love you. Thanks for joining us. And until then, it's just up to BJ Udom to say,
see ya.
Flip the dial, take a ride back in time when the airways were golden and the DJs shine. 2 mics, 2 guys, and a whole lot of laughs. Living like legends, bringing stories back. No script, no rules, just telling